She mocked his cracked hands and muddy boots in front of everyone. But the truth buried in his soil left the entire room silent. Eli Granger didn't say much. He wasn't one for fancy meetings, especially not the HOAs. But when they fined him for bringing down the neighborhood, just for farming on his own land, he had no choice but to show up. Eli walked into the community hall with rough, cracked hands and dried soil still clinging to his old boots. He'd been harvesting tomatoes that morning, fresh, red, and grown without a drop of chemicals. HOA Karen, real name Linda Worthington, looked him up and down with her arms crossed. "Mr. Granger," she sneered, "couldn't you at least wash your hands before coming to a meeting with civilized people?" A few board members chuckled. Eli nodded slowly. "Didn't think dirt scared folks more than greed these days." That got quiet real fast. Karen shook her head. "This community is about image. And your operation? With your muddy shoes and dusty truck? It's making buyers hesitate." She held up a glossy flyer. "Do these look like farmer hands to you?" she asked, pointing to a model couple on a brochure. Eli took a deep breath. Then he stepped forward and calmly placed something on the table. A clear mason jar filled with dark, rich soil. "This," he said, "is what's under my fingernails. Not dirt. Life. This soil's tested richer than any land in the county. It's why your kids are eating peaches in July and squash in December," Karen scoffed. "Sir, this isn't a farmer's market. This is a luxury neighborhood." Just then, an older man in the back stood up. It was Mr. Langford, a retired teacher and one of the first residents in the area. "My granddaughter's cancer doctor told her fresh, chemical-free produce was the only reason her treatments weren't harder," he said softly. "That produce came from Eli, from those cracked hands you mocked." The room fell into stunned silence. Langford walked to the front and took Eli's hand. "I'd rather shake these hands than the ones who only lift a phone to file complaints." Karen looked shaken. The HOA vice president, who had stayed quiet until now, cleared her throat. "I've seen the tests too. His soil is feeding people better than the supermarket. I move to cancel all fines and recognize Mr. Granger's property as a certified community farm." Applause broke out. From the back row, and even some board members. Karen's face tightened. "This isn't over," but the vice president interrupted. "No, Karen, it is." As Eli walked out, still wearing the same boots, a young boy ran up and handed him a note. It was a crayon drawing of Eli handing vegetables to a smiling stick figure mom. "Thank you for helping my mommy's tummy feel better," it said. Eli smiled and finally looked down at his boots. "Guess they do tell a story after all,"